Okay, friends. Just wanted to answer a couple questions here for you in terms of how do we do all this stuff? All right, so um, which is good. I'm glad that people are asking me questions. We got a whole bunch of questions here from kids, which is awesome. And let me just pull up. That's my son.
I'm done.
All right, you're done. Then you can start with your other work. Okay. So, all right, 6.2. Question 10. So this is page 350. I'm just going to provide a hint for this. Okay. This should show up nicely on your screen. So um, I'm going to post it to the classroom as well. But the big hint here is we need to use our ordered pairs in order. I'm playing music. We need to use our ordered pairs in order to get our result, right? So remember, this says how are the lines in each pair related? Justify your answer. Justify means use math language in order to tell me what the answer is. The math language that you use is from the section that we're dealing with. So don't give me some other terms from like grade 8. I want you to use the terms that we have here. So um, you want to use the ordered pairs in order to get the slope, and then you see here in pink, and then use the ordered pairs to get the equation of the line. Once you get the equation of the line, you can then investigate the slopes in order to tell me what is going on with the two lines. So, as we've discussed, or sort of been able to discuss with these last few days, as we've discussed, the slope of the line, when they are the same for both equations, they are parallel. Okay? They are only perpendicular if the slope of one is the negative reciprocal of the other terms that we have used as well. Okay, so moving on, we'll pull up some of these other ones here. Both my screens, right? It's like my desktop screen and my, anyways, whatever. So I said number 10. Let's go 6.1, number 23. This was a favorite of people asking me about. So just pulling that up right now. It's taking forever. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we can see over here. Let's just make it zoom in, zoom in, zoom, 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 zoom. Okay, we can see in this one now. It says draw the line through a point with each given slope.
She said that she didn't give me the mathematics password. She said she gave you it, and she said that I should do mathematics right now because they haven't done anything in the math textbook.
Perfect. Okay.
So what's the password?
Do your language first.
Okay, so there's a couple videos.
All right, then do those. All right, my kids. All right, so now, so the we can see here that it says write the coordinates of 3 other points on the line. How do you determine these points? We take it right back to first principles, friends, and we just put in those points in our table of values. So I just went 0, 1, 2 for x, and now I can generate 3 ordered pairs after I generate the equation of the line. Okay, this says y equals 4x plus 21. I know it's chicken scratches on my computer here. It's what it is sometimes. So the when we look at those values that we can generate, we can only get those values by getting the equation of the line. So notice it's kind of a pattern here. We're always going to be getting the equation of the line in order to figure out what's going on. I should put this on this screen. There we go. Put this on that screen. There we go. Now I can still see me, seeing you, seeing me. I can't actually see you, but it feels like I'm looking at you, and that is amazing. All right, so so now we can see that, oh, well, I was given 3 of the variables are taken care of, right? Here's my ordered pair. So I just went -5 for my value of x, right? I replaced the x with -5. Look, there's a 1. So I replaced the y with a 1, right? And our slope, well, they gave us the slope. The only thing I have left to solve for is b, and then that's going to give me the equation for that line. Once I get the equation of that line, I can then generate my ordered pairs. And I want to make it easy on myself, so I just go 0, 1, 2, and then I can put in my ordered pairs for each new slope that they give us. Okay, so we need to go through the steps each time, because notice when I sub in a different value for the slope, the answer for b is going to change, right? I'm going to have -5 times -1, it's +5, and then I'm going to subtract that from +1. That's going to b is going to equal -4. That's a whole new equation, right? And now once I have a whole new equation, I can still use my x1, 2, 3 or 0, 1, 2 in order to then generate my new ordered pairs. All right, moving on. This one. I got a lot of questions about this one, so I want to answer this one too. I'll be back on Monday, by the way. So Friday, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of questions, but I'll post a small video as well in order to look at that. You can also look at Mac Prima. They specifically go over the examples, but if you want answers to a specific question, I'll post a video that answers a specific question. Okay, boom! Look at this. All right, so the this is 6.2, number 23. Pretty much everyone was asking about this. So we can see here that it says given these are 4 points here that they give us, right? AB is a line, so here's the coordinates between A and B. So I just put A and B as a line here, right? And then we have to figure out what's going on with C and D based on what's happening to the slope. The only way I'm going to figure out the slope of the line is by figuring out the equation for line AB. I have my ordered pairs. So we can see, do you see my mouse? Oh, you don't see my mouse. Well, these are the things learning every day. So we can see here in red, it says AB. I just put the ordered pairs in for AB. So A is 3, 5, B is 7, 10. And I got the difference of them to get the slope for AB. And then, if you see here in blue in the top right corner where it says sub, I subbed in one of the ordered pairs in order to find out what B was. So we're always doing the same thing in these steps. It's just a coincidence that when I work through and solve, so the thing in blue right under it, when I work through and solve, it's just a coincidence that the y-intercept is the same value number as the slope, okay? So don't be fooled into thinking that that's always what happens. You have to do the math in order to get the answer. Now that I've generated the equation for this line, it says, all right, tell me what happens with a parallel line. What's the value of A in that parallel line? Well, I know that a parallel line has the same slope. Everything else is going to be different. So I took the ordered pair for C, which is 0 over 2, so you can see the highlighted part that says CD. I took that ordered pair 0, 2, and I plugged it into my general equation in order to figure out what B was. So now you can see on the right in green, it says, therefore, y equals 5 over 4x plus 2. Now that I have that equation, I just sub in an ordered pair. Once I sub in the value for x, which is 1, for D, we see here 1a. Once I sub in that value for x, it's going to generate the value for my dependent variable. Okay? And then we do the same thing for the perpendicular line over here as well. All right, so I'm just going to save that and put that in there. Keep the questions coming. Even though I'm not in school, I will still answer your questions because, you know, the math train goes on. And so we want to make sure we're all on the same page with that. So. And that's about it. All right. Yeah, email me if you got any more questions. I'm happy to answer them, and I'll post the videos accordingly if I think it will help increase your understanding. Otherwise, have a good one. Okay, and we'll talk tomorrow.